So I promised ages ago to take you through my toolbox for those of you who are interested, and I never got around to doing it. So I just thought I'd show you what I'm working with for my small carving tools. I'm a wood carver, so that naturally means I'm a bit of a tool addict. So let's take a look. This is a 1940s vintage Gershner tool chest. And you can see here, this receipt came with it. It is dated March 6, 1948, and there's a list of machinist tools there, which I assume this tool chest originally included. So let's open her up. Incidentally, this little cactus guy right here, my mom makes these, so they're pretty cool. So if you unclasp these here, that gives you the front panel, all the drawers here, and here we are on the inside. This magnifying glass and this screwdriver used to belong to my grandfather, so I like to keep those in there just to have some continuity. I love old tools, and my principle is generally if I'm buying tools, I'm buying them for my grandchildren. It's unlikely that I'll ever have grandchildren at this point, but it's a good principle to keep in mind because it makes sure you buy the high quality stuff. Not necessarily the most expensive, but the best quality. So here we have a nice little rack of palm tools. These have a great grip on them. These are put out by Feel, and very sharp and very versatile tools. They're really good for small carving, for when you don't want to do the heavy mallet work. Right here we have a Kiradashi knife, which comes with the sheath. This is a skewed on one side, really sharp blade, and you'll notice when I have my tools aligned, if they're lying horizontally, all the handles point to my right hand as I'm right-handed. So that's actually a very useful thing to have. Here we have what are called Sloyd knives by Mora Knife. Have a nice round handle there, very sharp blades. I like this one so much I bought its bigger brother, which I can show you right here. Nice long general purpose knives, Scandinavian design. They come in these plastic sheaths which are very stupid. So we have those. And right here we have a little packet of gimlets. Now gimlets are great. Gimlets are, you can see there's a little drill end on the end of them. They have this nice little handle here. And they are great for boring small holes. And it keeps you from having to power up an electric drill. Really useful tools. I can't emphasize enough how often I use these. This one doesn't actually go with the set. I found that in a used tool shop, and I really like that one. So I have some small saws here. You have like a little coping saw there, and we have a Japanese pull style saw. This one is originally used for joint making and framing, very fine teeth. So let's get into the drawers down here. Now here are a collection of dental tools. Dental tools are really useful to have on hand because they help you get into small corners and clean up all kinds of things. There's a chisel there. It's kind of picks. The mirror just came with it. I don't really use that for anything. But it is, again, you can see a wide array of dental tools in there. This drawer over here has files. Lots of small files in here. Now, I said that you don't want to skimp on tools, but you do want to find places to economize. And for me, files is it, because I don't use them as much. And I find a cheap file works just as well as the expensive ones. And you can usually find really good files at junk shops and antique places for like $1. So they don't have a high resale value. And a lot of these are little detail files for getting into corners. I have a drawer full of bigger files and rasps and rifflers in my other toolbox, which maybe I'll open up and show you around someday. Over here in this drawer, we have, I'm going to just pull this drawer straight out. These are actually stone tools. fine stone tools, and there's a little triangle edge there. We have a curved edge here, a little Japanese seal clamp, which is great for small carving. I don't use a lot of clamps, but sometimes you really just want to get that in there. These are also great for Taguin nuts. You can see this roll here that came with it. There's a collection of the slightly larger bore stuff. I really like tool sets because you get a lot of variety for a good economy. And if you don't know exactly what you're buying at first, that's really useful to have. So there you can see all kinds of points for stone. Stone tools are usually a lower quality steel, and they don't need to be as sharp because they're a lot more blunt work. Where wood carving tools, you want to have real sharp edges, so they tend to be real high quality tool grade steel. So you want a tungsten or higher. So here we have a bunch of chip carving knives. These are again a Fail product. Bunch of different blades here for small carving. They're very sharp and really useful for chip carving and relief. These here are violin knives or marking knives, and there's a left and a right hand skew. I did the wraps myself to give myself a little bit more of a grip, so they're really great if you want to draw on the surface of your wood to show you where you're going with it, or to just really do a quick clean cut. All these are skewed for different uses. So yeah, they're really great. And you'll notice the handles are a little long, and that is great for the ergonomic quality. So you can see that they really fit your hand, so they're really comfortable to work with. And next, we have, these are Masui knives by a Japanese knife maker, Hiro Masui. And I'm told these are traditional blade profiles. I don't know if that's true or not, but they are very useful to have. They're very comfortable to work with. They keep a good edge, so I really like these knives a lot. This one's especially good because it really lets you, there's a great deal of versatility on that. This one actually bevels in a little bit, so it's really good if you're doing a rounded shape. And these are called Abeglin knives. Abeglins are a bit of a rarity as a tool goes. And you can see here that they are edged on both sides, so they're really great for getting into a carving and getting the details. So if you really are doing a concave thing or working around the eye of a sculpture, they're fantastic for that. They are, however, a tool I would only recommend for experienced wood carvers because you can't put your thumb back here and push as you would a normal curved blade. You will slice your finger open. But yeah, they are really very cool. I do like specialty tools. I try not to overindulge. I try to be as practical as possible. That doesn't always work. Here we have micro tools. So on this side we have these Japanese-made micro tools. They're not as good quality, but they have a really great blade handle shape. So that's really comfortable to work with. They're flat. A lot of the tools with round handles have a flat edge so they don't roll when you put them down on your bench. So you can see there's skews, there's V's and gouges. And over here we have the dockyards. So dockyards have their reputation of being some of the best small tools you can get. And they are really tiny, some of them. So I'm going to go over here. You can see this is a 1mm blade. A 155, I'm sorry. And you can see just how thin and delicate that is. So that's really great for small carving. There's all kinds of shapes. I actually found these. I don't know if these are dockyard or not, but they have the right color handle and they are high quality, so they're nice tiny knives that are, again, really great for detail carving. But yeah, you can see there's dog legs and V's and all kinds of good stuff there. Yeah, really worth the money. Really great little tools. I got a lot of them. actually on sale, so I did really well with those. And the final drawer. This is where I get a lot of the oddities and specialty tools. So let's open that up. These are Yasutomo wood carving tools. Pardon the pronunciation. I don't use these a lot, but I really like the aesthetic of them. So they're really nice hand tools for shallow carving. Great if you're doing a relief project, but they're really a nice showpiece, and I got them for a steal at a junk shop, so keep those in there. And here is an old auger bit box that I use to keep X-Acto blades and knives of that nature in, so that's very helpful. And you can see there's the standard X-Acto box where you get a lot of the craft knife stuff. You've all seen those before. We have some more micro tools here. These aren't as nice as the other ones. I bought those first, and their blades aren't quite as strong, so I keep those down here. Here's a Scorp. You can see that's a hoop of a tool, and you use that for carving and hollowing. This one does not hold a blade very well, so I actually found that on eBay. It wasn't as nice as I hoped, but hey, for what I paid, it's no big deal. Here's a bigger Scorp. That's actually much better quality, and I use that a lot for masks. So if I'm hollowing out the back of a mask, it's really nice to have a good sharp tool to get in there. And I also have a Spoonmaker's hook knife, which is also great for scooping in there and hollowing. And I just got these. These are they call them pull tools. They're basically a Scorp. So I'm going to pull them on top of the box here. And you can see, if you look at the blades, they're very small, but they use them by pulling along the wood grain. So there's V and U-shaped gouges on those. So yeah, this is my my small carving set. I hope you enjoyed that. If you like it, I'll maybe do another video like this and talk some more about some wood carving. Alright, thanks for watching.